You're watching Culture Express on CCTV News. What must you take on vacation? Of course, it won't work without money, but it will also be better with a good guidebook, especially when you're in a foreign country. If you're in China or have plans to visit before the end of October, then don't miss out on the Shanghai World Expo. A guidebook can assist you on your journey at the large park that's over 5 square kilometers. The most popular manuals are not only those containing practical travel information, but also provide some travel lines near Shanghai. The global event has also been listed as one of the top travel destinations in 2010 by Lonely Planet, the world's largest independent travel publisher. Lonely Planet is making an effort to be localized here in China. Starting from southwestern Yunnan, a new guidebook series written by local Chinese travelers has been released and can be found on bookshelves. Matt Goldberg, CEO of Lonely Planet, recently visited Beijing to enhance the company's partnership with SDX Joint Publishing Company, one of the leading publishing houses in China. He spoke with us about the direction for Lonely Planet in China, starting with the latest Yunnan guide.
This is the first. We have a number of others that are going to come in the coming months, and we expect to expand this list with our partner SDX over time. We didn't focus exclusively on selling products. We certainly want to sell products, but what we really want to do is bring the Lonely Planet philosophy of travel to the domestic Chinese market, and that's what we think we've done here with this product. I think it's about using travel to discover, to connect with people, to learn about culture and food and art and the world. And in doing so, to learn something about yourself and grow as an individual. And we think travel's a great way to make this world that we live in a better place to call home.
But ironically, you call your company Lonely Planet, and this series, The Lonely Planet.
Lonely Planet is a title that our founder 37 years ago came up with, and he liked the way that it sounded. It actually came from the lyric of a rock song, and he misquoted. It actually was Lovely Planet, and he misquoted as Lonely Planet. But we think it has a ring to it, and it's something that connects with hundreds of millions of people around the world, because we just published our 100 millionth guide. Yeah. So it's not something we would likely want to move away from.
So this is actually the work of 4 people. And how can you be sure that their work can satisfy all the needs of travelers from different regions of this country?
Well, it's really important that the information be accurate and presented in an informal, friendly way, and sometimes with a good sense of humor. It's important that our authors have an opinion about a place and really feel confident about sharing that opinion with other travelers. But what we're really trying to do is to empower people who have curiosity, an open mind, who want to get to the heart of a place, to go and discover it for themselves.
How long does it take to finish a book like this?
First of all, we started working on it years ago, but usually we send our authors in who do 8 to 10 weeks of research in the field. They then come back and write up their findings, and then that, of course, gets designed and turned into a book. That process can take anywhere from 8 months to over a year.
When you're talking about 8 months, and how do you deal with the fast pace of life? You know, especially in a country like China, it's developing so fast, and one thing might be changing, might be totally different the other day.
Absolutely. We try to choose things that we believe are going to be enduring, but we also are very focused on updating our books. So we are on a constant updating cycle. So these books behind me will be updated frequently. But you know, the future of travel publishing is really cross-platform. So we're taking advantage of the web, of mobile applications and mobile channels, of ebooks. And the future is about a much more rapid cycle where we are constantly updating, whether it be our own authors in the field, our community, or third-party information that we can bring to the table as well.
Since you mentioned web, since you mentioned internet, and internet is very useful, all these search engines, and it's convenient, powerful, all the information we need, we can find on the internet. So in that sense, do we still need a guidebook like this?
Well, we believe in the book and its future. It's a great technology. You know, we're here in Beijing, and we've been publishing books in Beijing for over 6 centuries. And I don't want to short a technology that has been around for that long. But what we really believe is that the future of the book is how the form factor will change with ebooks and digital publishing, the way that it integrates, And when I say integrates, really focusing on the consumer and the traveler and the way that they want to consume information. So a book is really good for discovery, the serendipity of a physical product. It's very good for planning, and then it's good to take with you and actually be in a destination. The web is good for connecting to other people in a community. It's good for transacting and booking a trip. And it's also good for when you return, sharing information. What we're doing is we're really thinking about each platform the way a consumer or a traveler would think about it. How is it most useful to them as they plan their trip?
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. Enjoyed that.